In New York City today, a little girl was buried with all the attention she did not get during her life. Hundreds of people attended the funeral of Eliza Izquierdo. She was 6 years old last week when she was beaten to death.
By the neglect and the laziness of child welfare institutions and officers.
There's a story out of New York that sickened a lot of parents and a lot of New Yorkers. The death of a little girl from starvation. 4-year-old Nadine Lockwood's death came at a slow, anguished pace, surrounded by squalor.
Any given year, somewhere between 20 and 30 children known to ACS will die.
There are lots of fatalities the press doesn't know anything about.
When I see news stories of children who were fatally abused, I always wonder if that would have been me or one of my brothers or sisters had we lived with our biological parents, had we stayed with them. And even now, me and my brother David, we could have been murdered by our foster parents.
It's quite possible that we could have been killed or beat to death.
And I'm bitterly angry about St. Dominic's Home and their decision to place us there.
There are a lot of people who dropped the ball in this situation.
They were senior citizens. They were ancestors of slaves. My foster father could not read or write. They had zero parenting skills, and they shouldn't have been left to take care of 5 children. It was irresponsible on the part of St. Dominic's Home.
You're not infallibly protecting children by removing them from their family of origin. You're compromising their safety in other ways. Child protection versus family preservation. Let's remove the children from bad homes and put them in good homes. It's something that, you know, maybe makes professionals rest easier at night. Oh, I did what I could, but what you could was not necessarily what was in the best interest of this child.
From 12, 13, 14, you know, I had no parents. I was left to fend for myself. At the time I was removed from my parents, my biological parents, the goal was to provide child protection. There was no protection.
My memory of this place is very hazy. I remember the columns. I remember the big building.
I remember going in, I remember sitting in front of a judge, they were signing papers, and we were adopted. Our identities were erased. This is definitely bringing back memories. What do you think?
Well, I think we need to get closer to where we used to live.
I grew up here as a foster child. How you doing? You remember us?
I remember you. After you mentioned it.
We were all scared because we were being abused. When I was about 10 years old, she took a can and she hit me across the head with it, and blood's pouring out my head. Did you feel like we were getting abused by these people?
Well, no, I had no idea.
I gave birth to 11 children. I have 6 boys and 5 girls and a set of twins. 2 girls are twins. And I lost all my children to the system.
Okay, who's missing? Let's talk about who's missing.
Yeah, and then Destiny.
We're looking for Destiny.
And then I think about Destiny all the time. Come on, I love my son. I miss him.
These are closed adoptions, basically, and that the chances of us getting his records for any other reason besides emergency medical is almost impossible. This will be fun.
Meet you. Hug.
How you doing? I guess I'm your brother.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?